This is a little bonus episode. We're doing our top 10 of the year. I'm not going to do our typical intro of hits and
what you're
misses.
listening
You know
to.
what you're fucking up to. This is 2017 now. So get ready for our top 10. No, so we're going to give our top 10. It's going to be a little messy because I think this is our first top 10.
Are we going in descending order? 10 to 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, they never give the number 1
Why would
first.
you give the best?
Who would watch?
First.
That's what they want to go.
Oh, yeah.
You're building to the best.
I'm glad that was recorded.
That's the kind of shit that
Hey, at least
we
I didn't say
deal with.
ascending and meant 10 to 1.
Yeah, true.
That would have been dumb.
Still pretty dumb.
So, what number is this? Is this
Who knows,
15?
This is 15.
Ooh.
Well, is
Milestone.
it 15 or is it 14?
This might be 14.
Well, Blue was also our 25th movie.
Wow, man.
Pretty cool.
No one's heard that yet.
Yeah, but
In the
still,
future.
but still, that's really awesome.
Blue will be our 25th movie.
Yeah, very cool. Very fucking cool. So we're setting them up. We might even commit to a Facebook soon. You know, who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
Getting froggy.
Yeah.
Feeling froggy.
We're feeling froggy.
Right, Ben?
If it blows your hair back, you know, whatever you
You
do.
want to give us a like?
So, okay, so I think we should just give our 10 through 5 first, and then
10 through 6.
Are we round robining it?
10 through 6.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
we are.
Okay.
We'll just name them and maybe, let's do it up.
Nick, what's your number 10?
I'm going to go with number 10, De Palma.
Oh wow, okay.
I didn't see that.
I didn't see it either.
It is
I didn't
now
see
on Amazon Prime.
Cool.
If you like Brian De Palma, I highly recommend it because it was a very engaging documentary, and all it is Noah Baumbach and De Palma sitting there talking the whole movie. But it really
Shows clips, right?
It's like
it
retrospective.
really goes in depth with his
Can you
filmography.
adjust your mic a little bit
Sorry,
so it's in your mouth.
it really goes in depth with his filmography.
Yeah.
and it seriously, man, it made me want to go back and watch
That's what it's supposed to do.
everything.
Yeah.
And if you have the slightest interest in him, I highly recommend it.
Okay, cool. What's your number 10, Jordan?
Midnight Special.
Ooh,
Cool. This is Jeff Nichols' understated sci-fi drama, I guess.
Yeah.
Took forever
Family
to come
drama.
out, it felt
Yeah,
like.
it took forever to come out. You know,
It got pushed back.
That
pretty
sequences of badassery in that movie that with Joel Edgerton.
Sequences of badassery.
I liked it.
Shot a cop.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
I wouldn't describe this movie as badass at all.
I
There's
wouldn't
but
either,
moments.
but there's just
it's very cool. I like it more than Jeff Nichols' other movie, which kind of seems to get a lot more acclaim this
I
year.
agree.
Loving.
I liked Midnight Special more than Loving.
I
But
didn't see that.
I think it's very cool. It's just minimalist sci-fi, and I think it's engaging and interesting and mysterious. And there's just enough there to keep you going.
I thought the ending was awesome.
Yeah, I really liked it. Some people complain about the effects, but I have no.
I didn't.
That's my hardest
I have
part
no
was
issue.
I wish they didn't show it. I like how it was like
Yeah,
a
I
little
could
more
see-
mystery.
but still it was fine with me.
I thought for a lower budget though, those effects were pretty impressive.
yeah.
Yeah, I have no qualms.
Yeah, no qualms with him. So my number 10 is Midnight Special.
Is it?
Yeah, but
Cool.
I'm gonna give you a heads up. Jordan copied my number,
Yeah,
my
right.
top 10 list. Just a heads up. But yes, me and Jordan saw it together. I think, right?
State College?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's definitely in my wheelhouse. You know, like a mid-budget,
Yeah.
actiony, but there's those strong family ties. Plus, has Mikey Shannon just fucking
He's awesome in it.
giving
He's
those
been in a
evil,
lot of good movies this
beautiful evil eyes. I think he's great. So
He's awesome in Loving too.
year. Yeah.
As the life
He's
photographer.
not in
Yeah.
it much, but he
Yeah.
is good.
Ben and I got a fucking speeding ticket on the way to that damn movie.
Oh, Midnight Special,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
Well,
your own fault.
you deserve everything you get. All right, what's Ben's top 10?
I have a random one for my number 10. It is Captain Fantastic,
Ooh.
directed
cool.
by
I haven't
Matt
seen that.
Ross, that guy from, he's an actor. He's in Silicon. He's the villain in Silicon Valley. Villain.
What,
It's
yeah,
quote.
who is he?
He runs the,
the
other
big company.
company.
The big company. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It has Viggo Mortensen, who's great in it. I think he's being a little underlooked this award season.
I think he has a shot actually.
Really?
Yeah.
He didn't get a SAG thing, I don't think.
The SAG, well, he might have because
He has the Golden Globe nominee.
Oh, does he?
But
because
that's a lot bigger.
Captain
of
Fantastic got an ensemble at SAG, I think, and that's a big deal.
Cool.
It's like it's a pretty small movie, but he's like a he has like a weird family.
like a
They live
hippie
out
family,
in the
yeah.
woods, and like his wife.
He has incredibly
Dies.
high standards. He thinks like society is poison. Basically, it's
Yeah.
really interesting.
Yeah,
It's
I enjoyed it.
He's right. People equal shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So Nick, what is your number 9?
Number 9, Derek Cianfrance's Light Between Oceans. I really thought this movie.
I meant to catch up. I didn't see it.
This movie really came out of nowhere to me because I was not expecting to be that into it. It's just not really my thing, but it was really good.
Yeah.
Ian and I saw it together. It was it kept me engaged.
Yeah.
And, I cared,
Yeah.
which is something that, is sometimes hard for me.
Yeah.
And I thought Michael Fassbender was amazing in it.
Yeah. He's really good in it.
Comparing Michael Fassbender's role in that to all the other roles he played this year, I didn't see Assassin's Creed, but jeez.
Yeah.
Like, it's no comparison to what his best role of the year has been.
Yeah, I think the moment he walks up and discovers that grave is one of the most powerful moments of the year. in
Yeah,
movies
for sure.
And I didn't think, loving how much I love Place Beyond the Pines, and I really like Blue Valentine too. I wasn't sure how this movie fit into the wheelhouse of Cianfrance. And, it really worked.
Yeah. There's a little bit more polish and like classic feel,
Yeah.
but it works in his it feels like him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
It feels like novelistic or something,
Yeah.
But I like it a lot too.
I don't think it broke my 10, but I did enjoy it.
Great score for it too.
Cool. What about you, Jordan? Your number 9.
Uh,
It's hard.
My number 9 is Tony Erdmann, and this is the German film that premiered at the Cannes
You
Film
just said there was a
Festival.
lot of wieners in that. Is that why?
There is some wieners in it. There's a bit weird, It's it's a very strange movie. It's 3 hours long.
What did you text me?
Okay.
You texted me a video of Tony Erdmann, but it was like
Yes.
what was he in?
Okay, so there's this scene late in the movie, and they're having a party, and she's like, I can't remember the character's name right now, but the guy, it's basically a father-daughter movie, and she's having this business party as like a team think exercise, and she just like kind of goes off the rails and decides to make it like a nude party.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody's nude, but everybody, as soon as they open the door and they see her nude, they just like leave. It's
Uh-huh.
pretty funny. And then one time,
Sounds
her secretary comes in, and she's nude too. You know what I mean? So she joins it, and then they hear the door knock, and they open it, and there's this giant thing in the suit, and it's so fucking,
it's like furry.
yeah, it's this giant like Sasquatch looking thing with like a really long head, and it's literally so surprising. It's actually on the cover,
Yeah.
but you can't really tell.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's such an interesting movie because it's 3 hours long and it doesn't really need to be,
Yeah.
but it goes by so fast. It's very funny. It's about this awkward dad who just kind of like shows up and pesters his daughter.
I watched the
And,
first
like,
10 minutes, and he
disguises.
like tries so hard to be funny.
Yeah, he does it the entire
Yeah.
movie, and he'll just like he wears a wig and fake
Pretends
teeth
to be other people.
and pretends to be other people and just kind of like shows up and kind of like cheers up his daughter who's really struggling with her like awful corporate job that she has to take super seriously, and it's like it's kind of like about that like love you need but can't stand because it's like it's like naggy, but he's there for her when no one else is, and I think there's something very poignant about that. It's a very cool movie, very funny.
Yeah. My number 9 is Arrival. Denis Villeneuve. Denis Villeneuve. Yeah.
Denny.
I really great sci-fi. Really unlike anything, recently. There was definitely some things I saw some like Kurt Vonnegut like time stuff into it, but
Uh-huh.
I really enjoyed it. I know Nick.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
I know Nick didn't like it,
Didn't watch it.
Nope. Didn't like
Just to be clear.
but I thought Amy Adams was good. There's those moments of like the flashback or flash forward, who knows what they are, that are super touching. I think it felt grounded. There's things that felt like real. I really enjoyed it. It's good sci-fi. Jeremy Renner didn't actually annoy me.
Does he usually?
He is.
I'm
just
kind
like
of indifferent towards
yeah,
him a lot.
He just has like a face like a football dad or something like that. Like it would be at like this dive bar talking to me about like the local football team, and it just would bug the fuck out of
He
me.
needs to do that role.
Yeah. So, but no, Arrival really enjoyed it. Oh, what's your number 9, Ben?
My number 9 is Manchester by the Sea by Kenneth Lonergan.
Mm-hmm.
It's a real raw drama, really well acted. Casey Affleck for sure is great in it.
Yeah.
And what do you guys know what that kid's the teenage kid's name is? Because he's
shit.
really great.
His
The
name's-
drummer.
His name's
Not the
Patrick in
drummer.
the movie, but I
Yeah.
can't remember his. It's the kid. He's with the kid in the fox hat and like Moonrise Kingdom and stuff.
He's
Oh,
like
is that
the
who that
villain,
is?
the
yeah,
bad
yeah,
boy.
the bad guy.
Oh,
I
okay.
can't remember
That makes
his name
sense.
right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, but I saw this not too long ago. We finally got into our theater, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. I know it was like one of the real big hyped up
Mhm.
movies for
Did-
this cycle of end of the year kind of
Oscar-y
things.
shit.
Yeah.
It's funny because a lot of these big Oscar movies are ones that premiered at Sundance.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's
Now.
interesting. And what won Sundance is completely off everybody's radar, which was Birth of a Nation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did you cry?
I don't think so, but it definitely bummed me out.
Mhm.
Super bummer.
Yeah. Nick, Nick's number 8.
I definitely did not shed a tear during Manchester by the Sea.
What's your number 8?
Number 8, Mel Gibson's Hacksaw Ridge.
Okay. Is this an action movie? What is this? What is?
No,
Why'd you do the trailer voice?
you know it was. It really wasn't. And,
Is it badass?
no, I mean, it had really
I'm just-
intense
When he's-
sequences.
when he
Yeah, what
smacks
the-
the
what-
grenade.
But it wasn't it wasn't your typical war movie. And I truly thought the story in it was great. I love the setup, to basically show who Andrew Garfield was as a person, leading it up to the war, the war sequences. And there were some really fucking intense sequences of battle in this movie.
Yeah.
It's I agree. I think it really effectively shows you how hard it is to be the way he is, like anti-war and anti-violence when things are so brutal around him. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So like against all odds, I think this is a great movie too.
Yeah.
It's just outside my top 10, but I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, I loved it.
I loved her.
I love Andrew Garfield.
Yeah,
he's
he's-
good.
I
He's
love when
great.
he pops up.
I hope he gets like another push.
I loved him as Spider-Man.
No,
I really did.
I
He was
think
okay,
I think
Spider-Man.
that's
I don't think the Spider-Man stuff was his fault.
No.
No.
The movies weren't his
Yeah.
fault.
So Jordan, what's your number 8?
My number 8 is
He's never ready.
Hell or High Water.
God.
Yeah.
Some overlap.
Yeah.
Who made this? Dave McKenzie?
Yes.
David McKenzie.
Okay.
yeah.
And it stars Chris Pratt. Chris
Pratt.
Chris Pine.
Sorry.
Hey, what's up? I'm just a cowboy.
Yeah.
Chris Pine and Ben Foster. And I don't think this brings a whole lot to the table that's different, but it's just so
Oh, it was.
I think it's great.
it's so well made and so effective, and the performances are all fantastic. It's a
Yeah.
really it
Chris
does
Pine
have
was
stuff
great
about
in it.
capitalism
Yeah.
and kind of like
It's the killing them softly type of like. It's not as blunt as say killing them softly, but it
Yeah.
is kind of angry.
Yeah.
It's
I think the one of my favorite moments, I don't know if this was intentionally political, but when I thought it was hilarious and that everybody comes out to pull their gun out to stop the crime
Yeah.
from happening
They're good-
because
they're
the
good-
right,
they're
their
good guys
bare
with a
arm.
gun.
Yeah. And they all just kind of, as the second they stop and shoot back, they all run away after
Yeah.
chasing them for miles. It's,
That is
it
funny.
is a hilarious.
I don't know.
It
if
is
I don't know
hilarious
if it's
moment.
supposed to be funny or not.
I don't know, but I thought this was incredibly well made, and I picked up the Blu-ray recently. I need to rewatch this one.
I think the direction is just super fucking tight.
Yeah,
That
I
guy
agree.
killed it with Start Up. Have you seen Start Up?
No, I
yet?
haven't watched Start
no,
Up.
I
man.
haven't seen that one.
I think Nick would really like it too.
Yeah, I told you about that when we saw
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I just I think the connection between Chris Pine and Ben Foster was really great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ben
Yeah.
Foster was great in it.
Good
I'm not a
dynamic.
huge Chris Pine fan, but
Me-
I thought he did
I
a
am.
really
I
good
think
job.
it depends, but he
You know
is
what?
good.
I don't like him, but I thought he was great here.
Yeah.
I think I'm
I
starting
like
to
him.
warm up to him.
I
I don't
think-
know why I have negative. This means war, stuff like that.
Oh,
I-
well, shit.
Well, I mean, I don't think he's horrible, but he hasn't.
Doesn't do it
I think
for
he's
you all the
perfect
time.
for Kirk. I really do.
Only thing I thought he was good in was the Star Trek movies, and
What about people like us? Jordan, I saw it.
I thought he was funny in Into the Woods,
I didn't see
Who?
that shitty movie.
is that the fantasy
Oh,
movie?
the musical.
Yeah.
Who
I
is
did too.
he?
He's
The
the
villain,
Prince guy.
I don't remember that movie very much.
Agony. Do you remember that song? He said that's the one he sings.
I saw it in theaters, but I haven't seen it since.
I've never seen it, but yeah. So I thought the acting was really good. Yeah, that's a good choice because I have the same choice. Hell or High Water is my number 8 too.
Son of a
Yeah.
bitch.
So yeah, nothing else to say. So what? What's Ben's number?
My
8?
number 8. I saw this with Jordan and Nick, and they were much more lukewarm on it than I was, but I really liked it. Nocturnal Animals by Tom Ford.
Oh yeah.
I think Jordan likes it more than I do.
I just like the style. I like the style of it a lot. I liked a lot of the performances. I think Aaron Taylor Johnson is real. Like he stands out to me in this.
He's really good. Yeah.
I think he's really good. And Michael Shannon is
Again,
awesome
great, yeah.
as always. And everyone else, like, I mean, Jake Gyllenhaal, the Amy Adams stuff. I kind of understand the criticisms about maybe her storyline by herself isn't as compelling as some of the other stuff, but
Michael
I
Shannon.
really liked it.
I
Awesome,
like it too. I think the style's amazing. I think it looks
And
amazing.
it's a super interesting idea.
Yeah, I feel a little detached. I don't see yet how it connects. You know what I mean that well?
Mhm.
So I need to revisit it and see
Yeah.
how, like, if I can work out the themes in my head a little bit more. It didn't help that I could hear like Moana singing the entire
Yeah,
time.
that's true.
I had a really good theater experience with it,
But-
it just really clicked with me.
Did
when
you
Oh,
see it
that's
in
awesome.
State College too?
Yeah. It just really clicked with me when I saw it. It didn't make my list, but it's definitely a movie I like. It's, it has like that, existential drama mixed with like pulp.
Yeah,
And I love that pulpy crime stuff.
that's what got me the most.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. The wraparound story just doesn't. I just don't. It's so important, but I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't get it yet.
Yeah.
I need to.
It might
get
be
there.
like not enough of it or something.
Yeah, I just don't. I do think there's something there. I think he's trying to say something, especially with its ending
Yeah.
that tries to tie it together. But
A
I
lot
just
of people don't like that ending though.
Yeah. When I saw it, people were like, "Oh, what?" And
Oh
people were
yeah.
fucking
I
pissed.
figured people would not
Yeah.
like it.
I
saw
like the ending because I think that's how it makes sense a little. It starts to make sense a little bit. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That's the only.
Yeah,
Based off what I'm reading,
I understood it. I
yeah,
don't know.
it's kind of important.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nick, what's your number 7?
This one sure as hell is not going to be on any of you guys' list. Gerard Butler is London Has Fallen.
Actually, no, it is on a list.
Worst.
I forgot
Yeah,
to
you forgot
mention
to
it when
mention
it's on the worst. I think it's fucking horrible.
Oh
I saw
my
I
God.
saw it on a horrible day too.
Oh my god,
I saw it on
loved
the same day as the Paris attacks.
Oh really?
So that was probably not the best time to go see
No.
a movie
Sure
where
it was 2016 then? Weren't the Paris attacks in 2015?
It was 2016.
it was
man.
2016.
I
I'm pretty sure.
really liked this movie. I had so much fun during it. The action was so fucking brutal. And that's the shit that I want to see when I go to an
I mean,
action movie.
unfortunately, I really don't know off the top of my head of any good action movies this year.
Oh, see, my list is going to bore you then because most of it relates.
I mean, it's not that I don't like action. There's nothing that like blew my fucking hair back. There's nothing that really. I mean, I don't want to consider a war movie an action movie, but I didn't see that. But I just didn't think anything was fucking that special.
In this movie, this movie took me back to what I loved about the 80s and the 90s
Yeah.
typical action movies.
Yeah.
I did not take it very seriously.
Mhm.
I thought it was just violent to be violent, and I thought he reminded me of a character just like in one of those, Stallone or
Yeah, like it's cool. I'm always down for like that violent to be violent thing, but they added like political shit into it.
that's the stuff I like the least
But
about
it was trying to be
It's
political.
offensive.
Yeah.
I
I
get
think
it.
there's a little bit of fun in the movie. I do.
Yeah.
What
I
is it?
can have.
Fuck you. What does he say to the one guy?
Fuck you, a Stan or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they say like one
fuck you,
liners.
Stan. That that stuff drives me nuts. It's like it's geared towards like
It's Islamophobic.
it's Islamophobic. It flat out is, and that drives me nuts. And I do think there's some like fun to be had in it. I really do, but it is completely undercut by trying to say something when it has nothing to say.
Well, that's what I like least about it.
Yeah.
I went into it just looking to have some fun. So.
Yeah, and that's why it clicked in as my worst because I think it undercut all itself. And I don't know, the action didn't do that much for me. I think there were some brutal parts, but I was just like, okay.
Yeah, some like sci-fi CGI, sci-fi
Yeah.
channel CGI.
Oh, the
at the
CGI
beginning.
was awful.
Yeah.
What about To Olympus Has Fallen? Did you like that one as much?
I liked
That was
London.
boring.
I liked London more.
That guy gets stabbed in that. There's
Nah.
oh, dude, he stabs a lot of people in that movie, which is kind
Yeah,
of cool. But
that's yeah.
yeah, he stabs a dude in the eye.
Yeah.
All right, what's
Sends
Jordan's?
the wrong message. My number 7 is where we're at.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is Arrival. We already talked about this. I'll just mention.
yeah.
that,
What'd you get out of it?
I thought it was both intellectually and emotionally stimulating, and I think that's super important. The first act is just so perfectly directed. He has so much control over what's going on.
Nick's eating, but it looks like he's about to throw up. But yeah, it's good. It's fine.
And it's just really worked for me. I can't wait to revisit this one too.
Yeah, it's definitely I think a movie I would get more from a rewatch.
Yeah.
Not because I didn't think I was confused.
Yeah, I don't think
It's
it's,
not
confusing. I think
it's
there's a couple scenes that could not work.
Yeah.
Mainly,
You'll just get more out of it.
About 100 minutes of the movie could not work.
Mainly, what was that? The general part.
Yeah.
I think I could see why that doesn't work for some people. It really did for me. But when I think about it, it sounds stupid.
The general?
Yeah, the Chinese
Oh.
general part where the
yeah.
information is
It reminded me
relayed.
of something else. It reminded me of no, I thought it was I thought
It
it
worked.
worked.
It worked for
Yeah,
me in the
yeah.
movie, but I just can't think of. I have trouble thinking about it positively.
Yeah.
Listen, take a double Whopper.
Okay, what's your number 7, Ian?
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, you're talking about he
Talking
thinks
about the
the
space-
Take
ship.
the top layer of a double Whopper.
of the Halloween
bun.
of the Halloween Whopper.
Yeah, put that. Put that. Turn it up sideways, and you got your ship, baby. That is good. That is Ridley Scott-esque shit right there.
It's better fucking CGI than Olympus Has Fallen has like paper mache helicopters.
I
and-
agree.
So, quit talking shit. My number 7 is Green Room because I'm punk.
Ooh.
I like Nazis being killed. I like being scared. No, I just think this movie. I had some good theater experiences. Me and Jordan saw this,
It was awesome.
and I was fucking terrified. This movie just fucking scared the shit out of me. It's a movie that you care so much about the members in the band. You know, that opening is very strong. I think it's very relatable for our group, our generation.
Go to shows.
Yep.
It's also, thanks to the election, is kind of relevant to the times.
It is actually.
Scarily so.
So there, it's definitely it was relatable for me. It's shows are a place where I think, I don't have any, I usually go to because I don't have any worries or you feel safe there. So it definitely fucking struck a nerve with me. I think, yeah, it's just a nerve-wracking movie. I saw it twice in a row, basically, and I love it. Anton Yelchin is really great in it. I think, it's just awesome. And it's, again, another smaller, mid-range,
some great
mid-budget
small
thriller,
movies this year.
that I'm very excited for whatever Jeremy Saulnier has up and coming.
Can't wait.
He's a cool guy.
Hopefully it's not a studio thing, which
Yeah.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
He does like Aquaman or something fucking stupid. What's Ben's 7?
My 7 we've already talked about, so I'm not really going to elaborate too much, but Hell or High Water.
Mm-hmm.
Super good
Yeah,
performance.
super well
We
done.
already talked
Yeah,
about it,
yep.
so
Nick's number 6.
999, baby.
Okay.
Really, really liked it. I thought the ensemble cast worked really well. I really thought. Now I'm going to say this wrong.
Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Yeah, I thought he was. I think that might have been, besides 12 Years a Slave, the best role I've seen him play.
It's kind of different for him,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah, because you think, well, he's a good guy, but he's well, they're all, besides Casey Affleck,
They're all
and
kind of
Woody
mixed.
Harrelson.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in the end, he comes around. I thought Kate Winslet was great in it too as the villain.
Yeah, she was a.
I didn't
This
see
is
it.
this is my type of movie too. I just thought, I don't remember exactly, but things didn't connect with me.
I think it has plot issues.
Yeah,
But I love the performances.
Performances
I think they're fun.
Dude, that part when Casey Affleck's in the elevator or whatever, and you think that they're gonna try to kill, or it's just so tense.
It sucks. I don't remember enough of it.
Yeah,
and
me
then at the
neither.
end with Woody Harrelson in the car.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool movie. It does have some, I think, tone issues and
Yeah.
stuff. I really need to revisit it too because
You
I
saw
gave
it twice.
Yeah, I know, and I gave it I wrote about it in the paper. And
Yeah.
I gave it a 3 out of 4.
I gave it a
think.
positive review too.
Cool
It's
score
just-
by Atticus Ross
yeah.
too.
Yeah, I just need to rewatch that.
I think
maybe it'll grow in fondness from viewership over time.
I think John Hillcoat has a problem with some of his movies.
has the same
What else
issues
did
as
he direct?
Lawless.
I forget.
Lawless and
The
The Road.
Road.
Oh,
and
The Road.
Proposition.
Proposition. I said
Yeah.
proposal. Whoops.
The Proposal with
Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds.
I love The Road.
yeah.
Lawless, I'm kind of
I
lukewarm on.
think this is his weakest one. But it's quality. It's a good job. Jordan, what's your number 6?
My number 6 is Paul Verhoeven's Elle,
Mm.
which is a pretty strange and perverse French movie that stars Isabelle Huppert, who is a victim of rape in the very first scene, but she kind of just rubs it off.
Yeah.
And it's just a very strange and bizarre kind of movie about her character and her relationship with power
Yeah.
and violence.
There's like role reversal stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here,
wanna
and I
see
think it's almost like I describe it as like trashy, classy because it's like
Yeah.
super well made, but
Yeah.
the
there's
shit
like,
I like.
It's Palma.
it's Paul Verhoeven. It's
De
not-
Palma-esque too. I feel.
Yeah, I think they have.
Like-
I think they're similar qualities.
Yeah.
For sure, and I think even the stuff, I think it's interesting that they work in that she's basically a video game producer.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because that kind of ties into this to similar
Gamergate
themes.
shit.
Yeah, so it's definitely interesting. I need to revisit that as well.
Mm-hmm.
But very good movie.
So these next couple ones for me are very tricky. I feel like this is just a block that's just like a tie for me. Because like we talked about this earlier, actually before we started recording. I think this is a good year for movies.
I'm on the outside of that.
Especially, well, I think
Look at your list.
I think for big popular
yeah.
blockbusters, no, it hasn't been
Blockbusters
great.
are always
but
bad.
I think the blockbusters and action movie, big movies are kind of weak right now. There's nothing that, and that's what you like. You like these
I struggle to put my list together, man.
Yeah, but I didn't. I struggled
didn't.
because I had a lot to
Yeah, yeah.
watch, and
I-
there's like 50 more things I want to watch from this year. So, so right now, my number, what are we on? 6 is The Lobster.
Oh.
I saw this in the very beginning of the year.
Maybe first movie we watched of the year.
Yeah. Illegally watched.
No.
it's legal now. So
I stole that Colin Farrell's money.
You stole his computer password.
Actually, I'm cool. Me and Colin Farrell are tight, and he sent me a
Instagram video of
copy
the
of it.
entire movie.
Lobster. No, I like this. What's his? I forget this guy's name.
Yorgos Lanthimos.
Yep, Yorgo. I like his movie. I like his other 2 movies, Dogtooth and The Alps. He's just a fucking unique voice. He makes these weird, absurd, dry movies that that's down my fucking alley. They're violent. They're disturbing. The cast in The Lobster is great. We got John C. Reilly, Ben Whishaw, Colin Farrell,
Rachel Weisz.
And Leah Seydoux.
I mean, it's
Great cast.
great cast. They play it perfectly, and it's different roles for these guys. John C. Reilly's the only one that does like this weird deadpan absurd shit, and these other guys pull it off. They they seem natural.
I think Ben Whishaw is funny because it's almost like he's doing what he always does, and it just kind of like
yeah.
and it just
Yeah.
is funny. You know what I mean?
It's bloody. The opening scene is a lady walking up to a donkey and shooting it in the fucking head. It's fucked up. It's
The part with the dog and was it a dog or
His brother.
Yeah.
his brother. That part really
yeah,
disturbed
it-
me.
Yeah.
It's super unique. I'm just so excited for whatever this guy is coming out with next. He's doing another movie with Colin Farrell. So yeah, The Lobster was my number 6. What's Ben's?
My number 6 is Hunt for the Wilder People by Taika Waititi.
Oh, that's a good one. I should
That
have
is
put
a
that on
good
my
pick.
list. That's a good one.
Yeah, we saw me, Ian, and Jordan, and a
Yeah.
couple others saw this at the campus theater in Lewisburg. It's really, I found it really funny. It was sweet. It was endearing. Sam Neill is great in it.
That
mean,
boy's great in it.
Yeah, I don't know his name
Little
off the top
chubby
of
guy.
my head,
Little
but
chubby boy.
Got some cool clothes.
I just remember, it was like one of those good experiences when you saw it because it just
Yeah.
was really funny. I wish I could have revisited it because it may have even gone higher if I
Yeah.
had gotten another shot.
It's probably one of the
but-
funniest movies I've seen
Yeah.
this year.
And I wasn't because I liked What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah,
Like I like this group of people
Mhm.
that they get together, but I really enjoyed it.
yeah, that's a good pick.
Hopefully, his Thor movie's good.
Oh yeah, he
Oh,
is
yeah.
doing Thor.
Yeah.
That's right. I think can't be any worse than the last one.
Yeah,
Very true. Hopefully, it's not. Hopefully, they let him do something.
yeah.
I hope so.
That feels like him.
Yeah.
Well, he did that Thor in the Office or something like that.
Yeah,
yeah,
it
that was
felt like
funny.
him. That was kind
Yeah.
of clever. Nick, what's your number 5?
I'm not going to go into it. Hell or High Water.
Okay.
Awesome movie.
Yeah. Okay.
Not much else to say.
Awesome movie.
That's the first one that's been on all our lists so
yeah,
far.
that's a good one. Jordan, what's your number 5?
My number 5 is La La Land, directed by Damien Chazelle, and I'm kind of coming off of a high of seeing this.
Mhm.
I watched it over the weekend, and it's fluctuated between as high as number 2 on my list, but like I just don't think it's really there. I think it will falter upon rewatches, but I thought it just worked. It's pretty thin. It's almost like an outline more than like a script, but it
Mhm.
just worked so well. The camera moves so fluidly. And on like there's a moment at the end that is by far my favorite movie moment of the year. That literally took the wind out of me, and it hit me. It hit me so hard, and I thought it was amazing. I love Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
Emma Stone is great too.
Fortunately, we haven't
It
gotten to
works.
see it.
Yeah. The rest of us haven't seen it, so that's a possibility.
There's
for
some
our list.
stupid John Legend stuff in there, and very meh kind of opening number. But
Yeah.
otherwise, I thought it was great.
Yeah. My number 5. Am I on the mic? Yeah. Check. My number 5 is the spooky The Wailing. It's South Korean. I don't remember the director's name.
It's like, nah.
Yeah, he directed Yellow Sea and The Chaser, which are I love The Chaser. Yellow Sea's meh. His movies are always long, but this is a movie that just feels like pure evil. There's nothing. This was a kind of evil year for movies. There's like The Witch. Green Room. These dark evil movies. I love this.
Was it goofy?
Neon Demon.
Neon Demon? Yeah. It is goofy.
It was goofy what I saw a little bit.
Because it has to do with a bumbling cop in the middle of this like horrible all these horrible crimes are happening in this small village and you don't know what it is. There's some unexplainable things. It doesn't spoon feed you. There's a thing with like is it good versus evil? Is it Satan? And what it really like reminded me of is like a Hellboy story. It feels like very folklory, and not like the movies, but like the comics. Where,
okay.
All these bad things are happening, and then they call Hellboy to help fight it.
Yeah.
I think this would be like a good prequel to that.
It's what I saw is really funny. It's just basically him getting yelled at by his like family saying you need to eat, and him always being late.
Yeah.
To the crime scene.
Yeah.
And it's kind of hilarious. And also he notices, I don't know if this has anything to do with the movie, but early on he basically pays attention to this fungus that's on this wall. And I thought that was interesting.
I think that's at every crime. There's like this black stuff.
Yeah.
And there's like this old this old Japanese man comes to this village, and then all these mysterious crimes are happening.
Yeah, that's it.
And it's really fucking awesome.
Definitely some movies about the Japanese-Korean relationship this year.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, one of the there's a great exorcism scene, which is one of my favorite movie moments of this year. Yeah, I highly recommend it. It's on Netflix.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's a little long, but it's definitely worth it.
2 hours 36 minutes.
Yeah. So, Ben, what's your number 5?
It's kind of piggybacks off yours, sort of.
Okay.
But, my number 5 is another creepy movie. It's The Witch by
Ooh.
Robert Eggers. See, on it jumped into my top 10 because on my first watch in the theater, I had a terrible experience.
And this movie,
And
It's crazy
I
how
had a
much
bad
that.
experience,
It's
too.
crazy how much that affects
and it definitely affected it because I had bumped it up like a lot from where it wasn't even in my. I don't even know if it was in my top 15, honestly. But man, it's just so much about it. But like you're saying about how your number 5 had like folklore kind of stuff, like a folk tale.
Yep.
Pure evil. Black Phillip, he's awesome.
Yeah. It feels like a tangible grimy book, like a dirty like dusty book. I love that movie.
And I had it on blast at my house. I actually turned on the closed captions just so I could get a little bit more out of it this time.
That's fair.
And I did get more when I could see what they were actually saying sometimes.
Yeah.
It took me a little bit to warm up.
Yeah, like what's the girl's name? Like Thomason or something?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they have,
And the dad's like,
yeah, he was the
He's
one I
amazing.
couldn't
He's
understand.
amazing.
But he is great.
Yeah.
And the kid when he's like right before he dies and he's screaming to God and all that. It's great.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I think we'll talk about that some more soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick, what's
Nick
your
was
number 4?
zoning out.
Certainly not anything that's going to land on you guys' list either. Ben Affleck is the accountant.
Why do you always talk in the trailer?
Because this movie, to me, I wanted to like it. I wanted to see it so badly.
Yeah.
Are you trying to channel that like Donald Trump thing? You're like,
I wanted to see this movie
It's greatly.
so bad, and I was so excited to see it.
Yeah.
And you know what? When I left the theater, I was lukewarm for a little
So
bit.
it made it on your top.
No,
Top
but then it
in the
leaked.
top 5.
It leaked, and I downloaded it, and
After
I watched
seeing
it
it
again,
again?
and I really liked it more.
Do you have an attention thing, you think?
No, because I was in. It's too long. I will say it's too long, but I thought it was I was so interested in Ben Affleck's character in this movie. I thought it was such a cool role for him to play. I
think the trailer's good.
Yeah, and
I didn't see it.
not to be a spoiler, but John Lithgow as the villain was very, very weak. That was my least favorite part. But the dynamic between what's his name? What's Shane from Walking Dead's name?
Joe Bernthal.
John Berthnall.
I know you don't like him.
No, I hate him.
But I thought, and I'm going to spoil it again, The fact that you find out that they're brothers at the end and they're squaring off, I loved that.
Spoiler alert.
Good
Spoiler
action movie.
I think I would like it.
I love
No.
Ben Affleck. No.
Okay.
I love Ben Affleck. Good movie.
Carol.
It opens-
Caroline.
I love
It
Carol
opens
Carol.
as like this, I guess, semi-interesting character study about an accountant trying to figure out this financial issue, as even though he secretly is this like spy kind of,
Assassin.
ZZZZ accounting.
and eventually, it turns into a typical cliche action movie that results in a silly, absurd,
Oh yeah.
little fight scene.
Oh
And
yeah.
I think it's pretty. It's
Pretty
there's some good. It's a
Yeah.
mixed bag.
Sometimes I like that
I can
shit.
I
Dude,
can
that scene
s-
where he breaks in and saves Anna Kendrick was so fucking intense.
I think there's a moment where I just like completely checked out of that movie and could not stand it any longer.
really.
But I do like some of it. I'm not gonna. It's not all bad. I see why you like it,
All right.
without a doubt.
I dug it.
What's your number 5? Is that what we're over
We're on number
Carol
4.
Carol.
4. Holy smokes! What's your number 4?
Park Chan-wook's The Handmaiden.
Okay.
This is a good movie.
Scissor me timbers, baby.
You didn't even see it.
Another
and you
movie
never will.
Another movie that's like super perverse and so well made. Like the craftsmanship here is just incredible, and I truly wish I could see this in a theater. As Ian was talking about that earlier, because
Mhm.
I think it would be very beneficiary, and it just so cleverly constructed as well, because it's very twisty but
Yeah.
super engaging.
And it's not like a typical twist. Oh, it's not like revealed typically.
No, it's
know?
like it's interesting because you should know that it's twisty because it starts out with a con man.
Yeah.
You
And
know what
also,
I mean?
Yeah.
But
And Park Chan-wook never goes like straight on.
yeah,
You know.
it's just I don't know really enough about the Japanese-Korean conflict or anything
yeah.
like that. So I think there's some cultural
Yeah.
stuff that I could become more aware of and maybe enjoy it even more.
Mhm.
But just how well it's made and the relationship between its characters works
Yeah.
on so many levels. Thematically, there's a little bit in between me and it, but I don't think there's a movie that much better made than it this
Yeah.
year. So
I agree. My number 4 is The Witch, which Ben mentioned earlier. Again, it has that that feel that we both love. I had a great movie theater experience. Me and Dylan saw it. We were the only ones in the theater,
Oh, that would have been awesome.
and that's another movie where it just fucking freaked me out. That beginning is so powerful.
Yeah.
Where it has the beginnings with the witch running through, and it squishes that baby in a
Yeah,
fucking like.
yeah.
that's early on. The very
That's early on.
Okay.
the very beginning
Is
is
like
is
the
what-
family getting banished?
yeah, from the town.
Yeah. Okay. So, but yeah, man, that scene, I was just like fucking terrified. It was really loud in the theater.
The music is really
Yeah.
It's like
distressing.
2001 score,
Yeah.
like weird, like godly.
Yeah.
Speaking,
it's-
I'm gonna do like a sidebar. I didn't get to make it. I watched half of it. It didn't get to make on my list, but I really like what I saw so far. Was Childhood of Leader, and that has an amazing score.
Oh, really?
Very fucking powerful.
I'll have to check that one out. I haven't
On
seen that.
Netflix.
Cool.
But anyway, The Witch. Yeah, great theater experience. Devin got it for me on Blu-ray for my birthday, and I haven't rewatched it, but I really want to. Yeah. So Ben, what's your number 4?
My number 4, you and Jordan talked about a little bit, but is Midnight Special by
Oh,
Jeff
yeah.
Nichols.
Good pick.
I like this one a lot. I love Jeff Nichols
Me
just
too.
in general.
Me too.
I think Loving, as far as all of his movies that I've seen, I feel like I like Loving the least.
I do too, but it's funny
But it
because
is good, though.
It is. I think a lot of people really respect its refusal to turn itself into a courtroom drama and focus on the
Yeah.
marriage. But it's a lot harder to connect with because there's not a lot for us there.
Yeah.
It's very
Do you think-
like he talks like twice in the movie. It seems.
Do you think his style hurts that movie maybe because he has like a minimalistic style?
Yeah. I can see.
I don't know
I can
because
see.
people said that movie's fucking boring, and they're like so supposedly
It's
people.
pretty slow.
That's why I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I could see.
I just haven't seen it yet.
It's slow. There's not. What did you think of? Sorry to hijack the conversation,
That's
but
all
what
right,
did
I'll
you
get to
think
my
of?
point.
What the hell's his name? He was the
Nick
ACL.
Kroll?
Yeah, Nick Kroll. What did you think of him?
I like him in general.
Yeah.
He's fine. He didn't like deter it for me, but I was
I
very
actually-
conscious that it was Nick.
Yeah,
Kroll.
yeah, me too. But I actually really liked him because he kind
funny
of
that
seemed
he's
like
in it.
have this weird, like optimistic.
Well,
and,
he's
like,
not
high
funny
energy.
at all. He's
No,
not
no,
trying.
no.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, but what do you have to say about it?
just I love the journey in Midnight Special.
Yeah.
Just like the boy and
Mhm.
Michael Shannon is. He's on my list at least twice.
Yeah.
He's just so good.
Yeah, Nocturnal
powerful.
Animals.
Joel Edgerton,
Yeah.
who I'm usually kind of actually lukewarm
Yeah.
on.
Me too.
I think he's good in this.
Yeah.
Kirsten Dunst. It's just such a good pot of everything
Yeah.
together, and I like how it all culminates
And
to the end.
Our kind of movie.
I
Yeah.
think it and like I think his style benefits for these types of movies. These like he does kind of like these pulpy movies, but they're not super stylish. They look good, but
Yeah.
they're simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, very simple.
And and it's a superhero movie. You know
Essentially,
what I mean? It feels like a superhero movie, but it's not fucking annoying.
No.
So yeah, that's a good pick, man. Nick's number 3. Wake up.
Dan Trachtenberg, 10 Cloverfield Lane.
It's
Very much enjoyed
Good
it.
pick.
Love the build up to the climax. I know a lot of people personally
what'd
who
you
have
think?
a
That's the whole
gripe
movie.
with the climax.
That's the whole movie.
Well, the outside. What do you
Yeah.
think of the outside stuff?
Do you mean the alien, the sci-fi?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the part I love the most
Oh,
about
cool.
it. Oh my god, I loved it.
That's not the part I love the most, but I do like it.
Me too.
I like that part.
Because I know some people were like at this part I could.
I was so happy that they did it because that connected that was that connection
you
to Cloverfield.
you love Cloverfield.
Yes.
You love that mystery.
Yes.
You love that like that universe, unexplained
Had
universe.
great
Yes.
marketing.
'Cause
I
you
love
like
the
you
marketing
like
for that
digging
movie.
for that shit.
Slusho.
Yeah, I remember just being obsessed with that.
Like that. I thought the ending was so well executed.
So what's it have to do with it?
So you're mad that the next one has nothing to do with her?
That pisses me off because I
Yeah,
thought
but
she was
it's
great.
kind of
She was
confusing
good.
though because they do lead it in the end into thinking that you're gonna see more of the
Yeah.
story, which they still could.
That little
but
shot of the lightning and you see
Yeah.
the ship coming right at the very end. Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm more a fan of the Hitchcock parts of the movie more than the end parts.
Yeah.
Like the
It's-
mystery.
That's actually really cool because it is like the perfect combination of Hitchcock and then like Steven Spielberg or J.J.
Yeah, yeah,
Abrams or
yeah.
something
Yeah.
at the end, and that's very cool.
That scene where the lady's outside, that creeped me out too. Like
John Goodman's dancing.
John Goodman
Yeah.
is amazing in this
I thought it was very good too.
Nobody
Great-
curse at table.
Great-
He's so like just unsettling because he's just he could flip at any
the
moment.
acid death was
The
sick
acid bath
too.
vampire.
Yeah. The score was great. I really liked it.
It's a good choice.
Very watchable.
Yeah.
I like how it sets it up like he's a crazy person, but he's not.
Well, he
kinda
is because he
Well,
murdered
he's-
that girl.
He's crazy, but not like insane.
Yeah.
The
He's
stuff
not-
that's
he's
going
not
on
making it
outside.
up.
He's
there is
right,
stuff
right,
going on,
right.
But
He
he's still
So he's
crazy.
he's violent.
He ain't
Yeah.
making it up. Yeah. So what's your number 3?
Number
Jordy
3.
Jord.
My number 3 is Manchester by the Sea,
Cool.
which is a super sad movie.
It is
That
very
makes
sad.
it didn't make me cry, but it made me tear up. It makes my water's eyes. But just the way it goes from memory to reality is so effective that it informs so much about his characters by these memories, and it's Kenneth Lonergan again just has a great touch for this.
Yeah.
Even when I think about this movie, it makes me feel sad because it's just so depressing and it's
Yeah.
so well made. And we're talking about Blue soon, and that's great too, and it's similar.
Yeah. My number 3 is The Handmaiden. Jordan talked about that before. I'm a huge Park Chan-wook fan. So I think he's a fucking master. I think I've liked everything so far. I'm missing a couple that I haven't seen from him. Well, maybe just JLA. But this is another one that to add on to his just great list of movies. I think it's a perfect mix of erotic. There's it looks beautiful. It looks like a fucking painting. There's some mystery. There's some thrilling moments, but there's not too much. Nothing takes over the movie. I think it's I don't think it's like overbearing. I really fucking
For how much goes on, it's weird how it doesn't fall apart.
and it's long, and I watched it in 2 sittings, but it didn't feel long. It goes by
I
really
agree.
quick. It's super fucking swift. I
Swift like a scissor.
I
I
loved
knew
it.
he was gonna. I could just see in his face he had something to say while you were talking.
Nick keeps on mentioning the scene where there's some scissoring. There's some lesbian sex.
Like scissoring. Like, I don't know. You guys were the ones that brought it up. I've never seen it, so I don't fucking know.
You
So
don't know what
blame-
scissoring is? I'll show you.
Yeah, I know
I'll
what
show,
fucking scissoring is.
I'll show you a good tutorial video.
Yeah.
Ben, what's your number 3?
For the first time, me and Nick overlapped. My number 3 is 10 Cloverfield Lane. I don't really have much more else to say about it. Just it was a real fun experience. Real.
Yeah.
I need to
I
watch that again.
Nick
rewatched
finally-
it last night.
Nick
actually.
finally feels good about his list.
Yeah.
I think it's not as bad as I was expecting,
It's-
but it's about to get there.
Yeah. All right, Nick.
The climax. Number 2.
Batman versus Superman.
Is this number 2?
Yeah, this is number 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Well, number 1 be Suicide Squad.
Let me have my piece here, okay?
Go for
Before
it.
everything gets ripped into. This movie had. I am 100% a fanboy of Batman. We all know this.
No, you're not.
okay?
You don't read any of the comics.
Listen, we all know this. We all know this. So I'm not going to go on and on about what I liked about it because of Batman. But I'm going to tell you that everything I hate about Marvel, this movie didn't do, and I was so happy for it.
What do you mean? Try to build a universe out
No.
of nothing?
Tried
Makes
to
sense.
take it seriously. This movie, and everyone complains that this movie took itself too seriously, and I disagree.
I don't think that's the problem.
Oh man,
I think it did try to. What do you mean? You didn't see that at all?
what?
You think it was like goofy?
No. I'm saying I don't think it took itself too seriously.
Oh, it's serious enough.
I thought it was the right amount.
Yeah.
And there was a sense of urgency during. It didn't have to be as long as it was, but again that doesn't really make sense because I preferred the ultimate cut to the theatrical cut, and that's even longer. So, but I feel like it could have been a little bit more concise.
So do you like the part where where who is it? Is it Batman who's like doing a little playing on the computer and he clicks these little video
I like
clips?
because he's a fucking detective.
Hey, no, it's not much
I did-
detective.
That's
the
a
world's
very
greatest
sim-
detective.
He just opened up his computer.
No,
What do you like?
I didn't have a problem with that because I like the little touch of the characters that got now you know who's going to be in the Justice League.
All right, what about the Martha thing? That's a lot of
Okay,
people's
yeah,
problem.
that was pretty stupid.
I can't believe you don't think that's lazy.
No, yeah, kind of. But that fight, dude, that fight was seriously. There's so many.
I don't like the monster thing. Doomsday.
I did.
I didn't really like that.
I like the end. I like the end. I think it's a fun action scene, and I think Wonder Woman's awesome in it.
Me too.
There's
I think
so-
Wonder Woman's cool,
Yeah.
but I
There's so many.
I think Wonder
I don't
Woman's
think-
plot is just so stupid and
Yeah.
it makes no sense.
Batman, Bruce Wayne. I'm 100% for Keaton as Batman, but Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne in this movie. There's one scene, and I loved it so much. It's him waking up. He's got a fucking bottle of whiskey beside the bed. He has a naked girl beside him, and you could just tell he is just lost. And he stares out into the fog, and he is just fucking like that got me because he is Batman. He's not Bruce Wayne.
yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is the most you ever talked throughout the whole
Because
podcast.
this is the shit
Gotta
that I
talk about
care
Batman
about.
all
This
the
is the
time.
shit that I care
I
about.
don't know what you care about.
But I think the main problem is everything just feels so fucking disconnected.
I
There's
didn't
some
feel
great
disconnected.
scenes. I think the montage of Superman actually saving people is cool. I
I
think
think that they have to integrate
The integration
Man
of
of
Man
Steel
of
is,
Steel, that was
is-
awesome.
I think it's a cool idea. I don't
Yeah,
think
I
it's
like
well
that.
done.
yeah,
I don't think anything's well done.
Yeah,
Oh.
I think the part where you like went to the bathroom for a half hour
Yeah.
was awful too.
Or at the courtroom.
Yeah.
yeah. I just there's
Scoop McNeary was pretty
Come
cool
on,
in
you
it.
thought the Middle East part where he flies over there was good?
No, all
You
the
think
stuff
that-
with Superman I didn't really
parademons.
care about because Superman bores the hell out of
That's
me.
like the whole movie.
then why is it number
He's half of the
2?
Because-
movie.
the stuff with Batman was so fucking awesome to
You
me.
just like that he killed somebody. The end.
Batman killing people is awesome too because
The best part of that movie was the dream sequence, which makes no sense.
No,
The Flash thing, you mean?
Yeah.
I thought this fight at
But,
the
and
end was,
also like the
The
fight scene-
desert
Yeah.
thing and the
Uh,
flies or whatever.
Yeah.
fight with
Parademons.
Superman was so
The
awesome.
Mario bad guys.
And the score was great. Ben can vouch for the score, or better vouch for it.
I don't. It sounds like Hans Zimmer shit. I'm sure.
Yeah.
See,
Good
for
shit.
me, I actually
Yeah.
am in the
Junkie
minority
XL.
where I actually I like this movie. I don't love this movie by
Yeah.
any stretch, but I don't have as many issues with it as some people do. But I agree on all of the criticism. I completely understand
I
why
haven't
some
watched
people
it
don't
since
like it.
theaters.
Yeah. I just think it just feels so disjointed and like there's great moments in it for sure. I think the fight scene when he's like in fighting, but there's like only like 2 fight scenes.
You got to see the ultimate.
No, I don't.
Building it Batman v Superman is stupid because they
There's a lot of
barely
action
they
in
don't
it.
have a lot of.
That's a stupid fucking title too.
What about Lex
Yeah.
Luthor? Did you like him?
No,
Okay.
Another thing you don't like about this movie.
I didn't like Lex Luthor. Overplayed it.
What's your number 2, Jordan?
My number 2 is The Witch.
Cool.
The Witch. That's high up for you. Cool.
I love The Witch.
Now,
It's a unique movie.
would you be the witch? Would you accept Black?
What I think is
Black
so
Phillip's
interesting
proposal?
about this movie is that these people, like, it's about kind of like myth and the occult, and it's just like the religion and how these people have like their kind of fear is like is illegitimate, you know, like, but it is legitimized at the end because they
Yeah.
are proven right.
Yeah.
And I think that's such an interesting concept. It's just so moody and atmospheric, and like the tone, everything is just, it's so singular.
Yeah.
The vision is just like, I can't. He really pulled it off for his first movie.
Yeah,
For
it's
super
crazy.
cheap.
This is a first movie.
Yeah. 'Cause
It's sick that there's this many like, I don't know. This movie's kind of empowering. You know, like,
at the end,
yeah.
the witches of the what you can say, you can call them good. There's hope at the end when she, you know,
Yeah.
kind of becomes one.
Yeah.
But it is also terrifying when that sequence at the end when you just have no idea what's going on, and neither does she.
The
And
crow scene is so sick.
yeah, the crow, man, and when he's writing for when we finally meet the devil, the scene when the young boy is in the woods and he's like seduced by the witch, I think is like just so
There's so
like,
many
magical.
striking images
Yeah.
in the movie.
Yeah,
Yep.
it just builds and builds and builds, and
Nick, what did you think of it?
I liked it.
You just not just it's not nothing special for you. You were kind of disappointed
No,
Okay.
I don't think I was
because I
disappointed.
talked to some people. I just don't remember.
a
who
lot
it
of
was.
people don't like it.
Yeah.
General audiences could
It's
not
a
connect.
hard. It could be. I could see why.
I own it.
Yeah.
I mean, I like
I
it.
mean, that doesn't mean anything, but I think Squid was the one that was like disappointed with it, and I thought he would love it.
Yeah, me too. It doesn't make sense to me.
But it probably had to do with a lot of like the dialogue,
If it-
maybe.
But if it was in fucking German, he would have loved it.
yeah, but
That'd
there'd be
been 5 out of 5.
subtitles. It was
Yeah.
still
Maybe if you watched it with subtitles, you would
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's your number 2, The Witch. My number 2 is Manchester by the Sea. I think I just had a good year for watching movies in theaters or something like this because this really fucked me up. And it was a semi-good theater experience except for the big fat guy that was snoring behind me throughout the.
Oh,
Really?
no.
Yeah, multiple times. And I said something to Dylan, and his wife was like, "Hey, that boy can hear you snoring."
That's funny.
And then he woke up, and then he went back to snoring. But man,
Aw.
this movie made me fucking bawl. I haven't cried in a movie in so long, and like thinking of that movie fucks me up right now. Like it's a powerful movie. There's not many scenes with like Kyle Chandler and Casey Affleck, but when they are together, it feels so naturally that they are related.
Kyle Chandler's really good.
Yeah, I
at
forgot about him. He is really good in that.
Yeah. And so when he opens up, like, he's just so cold throughout the whole fucking movie, but there's these moments where it like he breaks, and that's what gets me. Also, the scene that really broke me was when the kid who is trying to play it fucking cool breaks at the refrigerator.
Yeah, the
God
freezer.
damn it, that fucks me up. That kid did such a good job. I saw some people criticizing that it was like he was a little ham-handed with the panic attack. Maybe that
I didn't think
maybe the
anything
people
like
that
that.
fucking never had
Don't know what it feels
doesn't
like.
know what a fucking panic attack looks or
Yeah.
feels like, because I think that kid did a really fucking good job. I
Yeah,
think
it just happens out of nowhere a lot of the times, like things like
it's
that.
like the blackest comedy. it's I don't want to say it's a comedy, but it's so real world that
There's
you
humor
just
in
have
it,
to
yeah.
fucking laugh, because some things are just so blunt. The guys that couldn't get Michelle Williams into the ambulance on a stretcher, the horny fucking high school kid who has 2 girlfriends. It's just the dialogue's very like
That's how
sharp.
That's how they deal with it. It's funny
Yeah.
because it's Casey Affleck trying to deal with it.
Yeah.
Things from his past while he's trying to deal with things from his present, and they kind of connect. And it has a very, very effective but sad ending.
And there's the whole thing with like not knowing how to interact with people or trying to like shield yourself from
not
people.
wanting to.
It's fucking great, and everybody feels realistic in it, and it's a movie that I really love. I want to see it again, but also I don't know if I want to see it again because it really hit me hard.
Gotta be in the right mood for
yeah,
it for sure.
for sure. Yeah. What's Ben's number 2?
My number 2, I'm sure, is not going to be on anybody's list, but I picked Swiss Army Man by
No.
Daniel.
I think that's another good one too. Same thing with the idea with Hunt for the Wilder People. These small, funny
Yeah.
comedies. Yeah.
I mean, it's such a strange movie.
Yeah.
It's so unique. Like, you just describe the plot and you talk about like the farting and the corpse, and you just think it sounds
Bizarre.
like idiotic,
Yeah.
but it just works. And the performances are so good. I love, like, Paul Dano's great.
Mhm.
Daniel Radcliffe does. I read this as his favorite performance, even obviously more than Harry Potter. It's probably obviously more for him to
Yeah, you got
be
to lay
creative
around.
with.
Yeah. You
But-
got to have a boner. and
Yeah,
have
you
Paul
get to have
Dano
a
grab it.
boner.
And this is my second
Fall in
Mary
love.
Elizabeth Winstead movie because she's features in it a little bit.
Yeah.
I just love how it builds up towards the end where you kind of don't even know
It
like
gets
what
dark.
is going, like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does
is Paul
get dark.
is some of the shit even happening? Like,
Yeah,
with Paul
yeah,
you don't really
yeah.
know. It's
And I think that works too. It doesn't have to answer those questions.
no, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's just it is what it is, and it's just like it. The score is great. It's from
Yeah.
the 2 guys from Manchester Orchestra.
Yep. You see his cameo?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
a camera
yeah.
guy.
Yeah, that's a good movie. I really enjoyed that.
I agree. I think it's a lot of fun.
when
Super
I-
creative.
When I saw it, there was people. I think I said the story on this podcast. Maybe there was like people in front of us, that these older couple that were on like their first date, and the woman was so like grossed out by like the water coming out of his mouth. She was like kept looking away, and like the guy was like looking at her to see if it's like all right when it's like showing the boner and stuff. Like it was that definitely
is funny.
It was really funny. Nick
Wait.
Snump.
I was just gonna. This has nothing to do with
Uh.
it, but do you guys want to like recap like real fast?
Yeah,
Just
sure.
So what
Yeah.
our lists were, just say.
Sure.
So say 10 through 2, and then give your number 1.
Yeah.
I'm going to give honorable mentions too quick.
Okay.
I got 3 honorable mentions that didn't make the top 10. Jason Bourne, Green Room, and Doctor Strange. I typically hate Marvel movies, but Doctor Strange was very impressive to me. Anyway, 10 was De Palma, 9 Light Between Oceans, 8 Hacksaw Ridge, London Has Fallen, 7, 6 999, 5 Hell or High Water, 4 The Accountant, 3 10 Cloverfield Lane, 2 Batman vs Superman, and 1 is Nicholas Winding Refn's The Neon Demon.
Didn't see that coming.
And I loved my movie theater experience for this because I was the only one, and it was opening night of its wide release. It was so like encapsulate. It was so it got me, man. It pulled me in. I was into it from the opening
You're
of like the
hypnotized.
glittery
the-
colorful, like it had the
Like kaleidoscope type
yeah.
of color.
NWR logo. I was like, this is going to be a fucking awesome movie.
Yeah.
I love the score so much for this movie. I don't typically give one fuck about the fashion
Yeah.
industry, but it was so
I don't think he
interesting
does
to me.
either.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the underbelly, like that. There was some dark shit in this movie
Oh yeah.
that I don't fully understand, but it didn't matter to me.
I don't
Because-
think there's anything to understand.
The style, Nick Refn's style, I love it,
mm-hmm.
and I can't wait.
You
to
look
see-
that detached.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see what he's got coming up next. Some of the scenes, in, like when this movie finally went off the rails, like with the women who,
Cannibalism.
yeah, that was just so evil.
That scene in the house is scary.
Yeah,
When they're chasing
yeah.
her. Yeah.
And her Elle Fanning's death,
Yeah.
you know, that was so brutal, man.
Yeah.
And there's one specific scene I want to mention that I loved that was scary to me, and it was when she wakes up from the dream of Keanu Reeves forcefully trying to have sex with her
With a knife in the
with
mouth.
a knife in her mouth, to an even scarier
The
moment.
thing next door.
Yeah, which reminded me of like a Hitchcock type of sequence where Keanu Reeves allegedly, I think that's who it was, goes into the next room and, you know, violates another person, and it
Yeah.
was just so, and she was like entranced by it. She went up and listened
Yeah.
against the wall, and I couldn't tell if she was like liking it or
Yeah.
it was just such an odd, well executed scene to me. Everything was working for me in this movie, like I said. And I love the cinematography. I love the style. It just was very watchable.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't wait to own it. I've been waiting for it to go down in price, but I can't wait to own it.
Yeah, I liked it too. It didn't make my list, and I do really like Refn movies. It just didn't cut it on my list.
I like it a
I
lot.
agree.
I think her journey from kind of like innocence to
Yeah,
not to like
yeah.
narcissism is very interesting. And I think there's, I think there's like phony satire about
Yeah.
the fashion industry and stuff.
It's like
The commentary
too
is
much
like
or something.
I don't think he has anything to say.
Yeah.
I really don't. I think it's just style.
Yeah.
And I think that's fine.
Mhm.
I really like it. I really like it too. I think it's super effective.
Some of those shots were so,
Oh,
like the
it's beautiful.
strobe light effect shot.
Yeah, yeah.
When
It's gorgeous.
When
That's
she like
crazy.
transforms,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. I think if there was maybe a little more to it, I'd like it more, but I do like it a lot. I certainly like it more than Only God Forgives.
So Jordan, what's your number 2?
Number
Baby doll.
Number 1.
Recap.
My recap.
yeah.
Let's
Oh,
see.
shit,
Number
I don't-
10, Midnight Special. Number 9, Tony Erdmann. Number 8, Hell or High Water. 7, Arrival. 6, L. 5, La La Land. 4, The Handmaiden. 3, Manchester by the Sea. Number 2 was The Witch. And my number 1 is Barry Jenkins' Moonlight, which is by far, I think, the best movie of the year. It's a movie I will never, I will definitely own one day. I think if it was smaller, I could definitely see this becoming a criterion that I would love to own. I think it does what is most important in movies of all, and that's to try to make us understand and empathize with a different culture or experience that's different to ours. It's romantic, it's poetic, it's also raw. It's really an unbelievable movie. It's special.
Really want to see it.
Yeah, it's really good. Because Jordan's right, because it's my number 1 too. That motherfucker just keeps on copying
God
me.
damn it.
It might look like I'm copying you if you came before me.
That's true.
But before this, he goes, "Hey, let me see your list." Then he wrote down something really quick, and I couldn't see what it was. Yeah, me and Jordan saw this together.
I took a picture of your list. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. It's my number 1. So here's my countdown. So it's Midnight Special at number 10. Number 9 is Arrival. 8, Hell or High Water. 7, Green Room. 6, The Lobster. 5, The Wailing. 4, The Witch. I did Handmaiden at number 3, and Manchester by the Sea is number 2, and Moonlight is my number 1. Same thing with Jordan. It's a perfect blend of this romanticism with this coming of age drama. This beautiful story of like self-realization. It's not sexualized. It's not it's not really about relationships. It's about this singular person just figuring out who they are, and it's super relatable. Even though I have it so much better than
if you can like truly relate, I feel so. I hope your life gets better.
Yeah.
But like it really
There's-
makes you to understand
Yeah.
how different it is for other people.
There's these moments of
People who say every drug dealer should die and stuff like that. You know, think twice.
Yep.
Stuff like that. It's remarkable.
It's a really amazing movie. It makes me want to watch his first movie, Melancholy.
Medicine for Melancholy.
Medicine for Melancholy. It makes me excited for what's next on his plate. I think he's a very talented director.
Yeah.
Talented, greatly acted.
All 3 performances that play Chiron are super amazing. Janelle Monáe is amazing.
I think it's definitely pretty. I think some criticisms it has. I think some people are wrong with the third guy is very like buff, and
I
the
think-
second guy is very like a stick. He's
Yeah.
very
Yeah,
skinny,
that's
and
a
people
stupid-
complain.
It's called going to the gym.
Yeah. There's a jump in time.
It's thematically relevant. It makes sense.
I think the acting is it's more than just like line delivery. These people like live. There's a physicality to the performances that are really great.
They go to Puppy Dog so amazingly. It's amazing that I
Yeah.
heard that they haven't met each other while making it because
Yeah.
they act the same.
Yeah.
It's,
It's really great. So Ben, what's your number 1?
Well, to recap, number 10, Captain Fantastic. 9, Manchester by the Sea. 8, Nocturnal Animals. 7, Hell or High Water. 6, Hunt for the Wilder People. 5, The Witch. 4, Midnight Special. 3, 10 Cloverfield Lane. 2, Swiss Army Man. And my number 1 movie is Green Room, which Ian
Awesome.
talked
Good
about a little
pick.
bit. I fucking love this movie.
Yeah.
I saw it with you, right?
The one
When-
time.
yeah.
I saw it twice, and like how Ian said he saw
Yeah.
it like twice
I
in a
saw
row.
it with Ian
Yeah.
and then you.
Yeah.
I saw it twice, and I just rewatched it, and that was what solidified. I was like, I fucking love this movie. I love all the punk aesthetic,
Yeah.
like the music, like it is relatable as far as going to shows and that
Yeah.
kind of atmosphere. One of the things I thought, I don't know. When they're in that kid with the mohawks room and they're like, he's true. I kind of felt a little inauthentic to me. I don't know. There's just little things like that, but it's just terrifying. Like they get to this place and the show seems kind of legit. I mean, as far as like their terrible thoughts and ideas, but like they're very professional. They get him on stage. They're trying to get him out. It just all goes. It is like a nightmare. Like Anton Yelchin says at the end. It's just like, how is this fucking happening?
Yeah, wrong place, wrong time.
It's terrifying.
It's the underbelly of that.
And
and
people say like, we'll just fucking turn around. No, they needed the money. You know what I mean? They're
dumb, trying to get home.
They're dumb, desperate punk kids. You know what I mean? They're naive.
And who would think that wouldn't have happened if certain little things had been.
Yeah.
I'll throw this wrench into the works. I didn't think Patrick Stewart was all that great in this movie.
I definitely disagree. I thought
he was very. He's not show offy.
He's cold. He's very cold.
I thought it was cool that he took this role.
You don't think he's convincing as a person who isn't threatening?
I don't know.
I think he
thought
becomes
he was
threatening over time. Really,
I thought
great.
the side villains were a little bit more effective to me. They felt
like
a little
the foot soldier kind of guys.
they felt a little bit more.
The fat one that gets sprayed in the face with a fire extinguisher.
Yeah. Like I don't know. He didn't really work for me in the role.
I liked him.
Anton Yelchin is really good. It's really sad what happened to him in real life.
Yeah,
but I can imagine
Poots.
I can imagine him and Jeremy Saulnier would have worked together.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I feel like they had a good connection. Yeah. That's a good number one, man.
Yeah.
Up the punks, Nazi killer.
Hell yeah.
So, do you guys have any honorable mentions? I know Nick named his.
I had Krisha.
Yep. Too many to think.
For real. High Rise. I really enjoyed High Rise. Any that come to your head?
I liked Fantastic Beasts because I like the Harry Potter stuff. I like Don't Breathe, Nice Guys.
Oh fuck, Don't Breathe.
The Fits.
Nice.
I like that.
I didn't see the Fits. There's so much.
No
I
Night
didn't
of
see.
Cups for you guys. No Night of Cups.
I don't know where Night of Cups would be.
Yeah, I watched it.
I also really like Don't Breathe. Green Room would be
a
an
while
honorable mention
ago.
of mine. Under the Shadow, the Iranian horror movie, I thought
didn't
was
see
great.
that.
It's like Babadook is what it gets compared to. I don't really see that comparison, but it's interesting how they kind of correlate fear with their kind of experience in Iran, and I thought that was awesome. There's a bunch. Neon Demon also.
Yeah, Neon Demon. There's some good documentaries.
Yeah.
Wiener. Amanda Knox was good.
I wasn't a huge fan of Wiener.
I liked it. You had enough Wiener and Tony Erdmann. You know what I'm saying?
I saw a lot of Wiener this year. I watched Wiener Dog.
The 13th.
13th was good.
I watched For the Love of Spock,
I also
which I
wasn't-
really liked.
Oh yeah, I want to see that. I wasn't a huge fan of Kate Plays Christine. I don't know. There's a ton of stuff we haven't seen. Just so you guys know.
Just because they're not available to see.
I would have definitely put Don't Breathe on there if there
was
Don't
more
Breathe
room.
Yeah.
Let's come.
I still need to see Jackie, Born to Be Blue, Lion, Neruda,
Yeah, I have so many.
Camera
I
Person,
need to see.
Patterson, Silence.
You see Sunset Song?
No, I have not watched Sunset Song. I want to see Aquarius, Embrace of the Serpent.
Yeah.
There's so much.
Yeah.
I really like.
It's hard. There's so
Yeah.
many movies.
Age of Shadows. It's another Japanese or Korean
that one?
Japanese.
I
It's
don't know
the
that.
guy that did I Saw the Devil.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Supposed to be pretty. I think it's getting mixed, but people love it. People
That's
that like
awesome.
Asian cinema like it.
That's awesome.
Really?
Anything anybody's looking forward to in 2017? Silence. Jesus Christ, we haven't seen Silence yet.
Alien Covenant, Blade Runner.
A ton of 2016 movies still need to be seen.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that Alien trailer. To tell you the truth,
Oh, really?
I liked
love
it.
I like it too.
I think it's fine, but there's some things where I'm like, I already saw that. Some dope looking into an egg. I seen that. That already happened. Dude.
I like Catherine Waterston. I'm
Me
glad
too.
she's in
Me
it.
too.
I think she's
Nick, are you
great.
here?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm
Okay.
listening.
Are you like?
Whoa.
I'm listening.
Is that how you watched White and Blue?
Well, no. Why are you just like listening?
Because you guys are talking.
All right.
I'm not
Okay.
gonna
I think it's time.
Undercut you.
We're at like an hour or so, but I hope you guys had a good movie year too. I think.
Send us your lists.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I'm interested. Let us know
Yeah.
what you think.
What make fun of ours.
I definitely-
tell us why we're wrong and stupid and dumb.
Definitely. When did we start this? The summer?
July.
We started it right after I saw Neon Demon.
It was
'cause that
July.
was what I watched.
Cool. Yeah. So let's hopefully.
Hoping
a
for a
good year.
whole 2017
Yeah.
run here.
It's definitely exciting. So
Hopefully we all make it.
Hope so.
yep.
We'll have to see though.
Good luck. RIP China.
Anotherlookpod at gmail.com.
Handmaiden.